Hi everybody, I'm Mr. Magic. Today we are going to be reigniting an age-old rivalry that touches every author and every genre of fantasy. Goblins versus elves, Krenko mob boss, and I'm going to be attempting to make as many goblins as fast as possible. I don't want any creatures to block. I want damage to occur when goblins enter the battlefield, when goblins leave the battlefield, whenever goblins attack. Just lots and lots of goblins and lots of bonus damage off of goblins.
And I am Mrs. Magic. I am playing Lathril, Blade of the Elves, and I'm going to be working really hard to make a whole lot of elves to defeat his goblins.
Roll for turn.
Oops.
18.
17.
I'll take
close.
that. I'll
that
take
was
that.
Close.
Mountain for turn, and play passes to you.
That was quick. Okay.
I know I ain't got nothing to play, so.
Okie doke. Forest for turn. I only have greens and you only have... Nope, I got blacks too.
Yeah, you run green and black. The fancy word for that is Golgari.
Can I take that back?
Sure.
I'm going to play this card because it enters tapped and I don't have anything I can play yet anyway. So, play goes to you.
I'm going to draw for turn. Mountain. And play passes to you.
Okay, I'm going to play that forest. Let's have both to play In Search of Greatness. An enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may cast a permanent card. A permanent spell from your hand with converted mana cost equal to 1 plus the highest mana cost. Converted mana cost among other permanents you control without paying its mana cost. If you don't, scry 1. And play goes to you, honey.
Alright, give me just a second. Alright, let's see here. Draw a card. Going to drop a mountain for turn. Then, we're doing great here. Play passes to you.
Okay.
All right. So during your upkeep, you can drop a 3-drop for free.
Okay. Why do I get 3? Oh, because this card?
In Search of Greatness costs 2, and that's your highest CMC.
Now, if it's more than 3... No, I guess that wouldn't work. Does it have to be a creature or just any card?
It says a permanent.
Okay. Can I play this and then equip it when I can? To a card when I have it. Okay.
Yeah, the cost of that permanent is 3.
Okay.
Its equip cost is an entirely different mechanic.
Okay, and I'm going to tap 2 for Priest of Titanium. Add green to your mana pool for each elf and play this ability as a mana source.
Okay.
So, in other words, it can only be mana or a creature.
I'm not sure that I understand.
Just play it as a land ability, a mana ability.
As a mana source, right? So that just means that it adds green to your mana pool. That's all it means for something to be a mana source.
And play goes to you.
Okay. All right, there's 4. And I can finally start to do a little bit of stuff. I'm going to tap all 4 for Krenko Mob Boss. And play passes to you. Usually this deck is so much faster.
Okay, so can I play a 4 now because of this?
You can play 4, but not Lathril, because she's not in your hand.
Yeah. I just needed to know my size. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card because I'm not going to scry one. Okay, I'm going to play Elderfang Venom. Attacking elves you control have Death Touch. Whenever an elf you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That's an enchantment. I'd like to keep my enchantments over here.
Alright, and that's elf you control dies. Okay.
And play goes to you. I need some more mana.
I do not want you to have more mana. That sounds like a bad idea, actually.
The goblins are more dangerous than the elves.
Maybe.
So the next one will be a 5.
So we're going to start with tapping 3, 4 for Outpost Siege, naming dragons. That mode says whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, Outpost Siege deals 1 damage to target creature or player. So that's goblins die, you take damage. Moral of the story is don't kill my goblins. I am going to play. I'm going to tap Krenko to create
another goblin.
But he's shiny, and his mouth is full of roses.
He's eating them.
It was the Valentine's Day. One year they did the secret lair.
Cute.
And so it was goblins, and that's how I've got the Goblin Rabble Master in here that's got the peppermint on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, anyways, that's
me.
I have a little goblin.
It's my turn.
It is your turn. He likes you. He's gonna come play in a minute, but he can't yet because he has summoning sickness.
I'm scrying because of that ability. I didn't have a card to play, so now I'm gonna draw for turn. I need land badly. Because I can't do anything. Play goes to you.
Okay. I'm gonna untap. Going to draw a card.
Actually, I've got 3 mana. Quick question. Well, I already skipped my turn, but since I have a mana I forgot about, can I just put a card out? That's not going to really affect you in any way.
Alright.
So, tapping 3 just to put out another one of these.
Okay, yep. Then...
By the way, I have whenever an elf you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain a life. So, moral of the story is don't attack my elves. Or don't kill my elves. Whatever you said about your goblins, it goes the same for me.
So, how do I want to do this? Boy. I am gonna... start by tapping Krenko. And I'm going to make some more goblins. But there's 2 of these. And let's see, what else is there? Reckless one would be great right now.
Let's see. I can't remember which card that is. I play the goblin so much I should remember, but what does he do?
Reckless one, he's a 4-drop goblin, haste, and his power and toughness is equal to the number of goblins that I control. Let me see. I think I win.
Excuse me?
I'm going to tap 4 for Breath of Fury to equip, or to enchant, rather, this goblin.
Okay.
And then you don't have any blockers. You're tapped out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to swing with this goblin, and it'll connect and deal combat damage. When the enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, sacrifice it and attach Breath of Fury to a creature you control. So it'd be like sack that goblin and then attach it to one of these guys. And then if you do, untap all creatures you control. And after this phase, there is an additional combat phase. So now Krenko's untapped. I can tap him to make 3 goblins in play. I can make
3 more.
I can make 3 more. I don't win yet because they don't have haste. That's the component that I'm missing. But you take the 1 combat damage and you take 1 more off of Outpost Siege because...
So 2?
Yeah, a total of 2. A goblin died and Outpost Siege did 1 damage to you.
My turn?
Yes. But you better do something before I give my goblins haste. Because they're coming for you.
What is that card anyway?
Breath of Fury. It's an enchantment.
Oh.
Shame on me. I played that too early.
Oh, that's my biggest card. That's it. I need a 5.
Yep. I played that too early. I should not have revealed the combo until I actually had the whole piece. I got. I'm so used to goblins having haste that I jumped the gun. I jumped the gun.
I don't have a creature I can play, so I'm going to scry 1.
Okay.
Right? Put that.
Okay.
I'm going to bring out my commander. Back on your own side.
But they like you.
Yeah, they like to eat me.
Well, I have maintained a long time that you are delicious. The goblins seem to think so as well.
You were so silly. In the 50s, maybe they still do, but in the 50s, a lot of times they'd tell a child to give someone some sugar and give them a kiss. I don't think they literally meant that they tasted good. It's just an expression.
The goblins seem to think that they should take this quite literally.
I love you. And I do not have haste. So, play goes to you.
Okay. I'm going to untap I'm going to draw a card. Oh, I have got so much land.
Don't rub it in.
Well, it's not helping me, you know? So I will... I've never drawn so much land in the goblin deck. All right, 3, 4, 5 for Burning Anger on Krenko Mob Boss. The enchanted creature has tapped. This creature deals damage equal to its power to any target. So Krenko is going to tap to deal 3 damage to Lathril, Blade of the Elves.
He's a 2/3. Which does that
attack? He's a 3/3.
Yeah, this guy's a 2/3.
Right, so he's dealing 3 damage to her toughness. So she goes to 0 and dies.
Do you know how hard it was to get that out in the first place?
Since
when does Krenko do that? He makes more goblins.
He does make more goblins, but I gave him Burning Anger. And so she's been played 1 time and will cost 2 more next time you play her.
Is there any way to put her in my hand instead of there where she keeps adding counters?
There probably are a few ways. I'm not sure if any of them are included in that deck.
It's my turn?
So, nope. I'm going to go to combat, and I am going to attack with 5 goblins. And the one holding Breath of Fury is going to connect. So you're going to take 5 combat damage. The one holding Breath of Fury is going to die. And I'll have a total of 4. So, sorry, let me do this one step at a time. You're at 38. You're going to take 5 combat damage, going to 33. The one holding Breath of Fury is going to die. And Outpost Siege will do 1 damage to you, taking you to 32. Then, because the Breath of Fury one connected, there are a total of 5 goblins on the field. Everybody untaps. And Krenko will now tap to make 5 more goblins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there would be a total of 6 on this card.
Why 6?
Because there was 1 and I added 5.
Oh, okay.
Breath of Fury is then attached to, let me think. I could build this up through several iterations now. Let's see, I started with 5 goblins. I could go 4, 3, 2, 1. And
how much damage would it do?
It would do, just a second, 7. It would do a total of 10 damage, and I would double my goblins 4 more times.
In the same turn?
Yes, because each time Breath of Fury is going to connect and make more and more and more and untap Krenko.
Okay, well, instead of doing it step by step, which is really confusing, why don't you just add up how much damage it would be?
Right, it'll
together?
do a total of 10 damage. The trick will be computing how many goblins does it make. Because, like, I have 10 goblins, I would go to 9, double that. That makes... Second. That would put 18 on the field. We go through 4 iterations. Then I lose 1, I go to 17. 17 gets doubled, is 34. Then I lose 1, go to 33, that becomes 66. And then I lose 1, goes to 65. 65 gets doubled and goes to 130 total goblins. So I'm gonna clear some stuff out of the way. And
do you need a calculator or you got it?
Nope, I got it. It took me a minute to run through how to do the math. There's 100.
If I don't draw some kind of fantastic card, I am.
It's 130 1/1 goblins, and none of them have haste. So with that,
When we're done with this game, I'm taking the goblins. We're gonna swap.
no. Goblins are great. Goblins like me. They told me that they were my friend.
Oh, sorry.
And they want to come be your friend. They just went through what 4 or 5 attack phases trying to come be your friend.
You are so goofy.
So play passes to you, and I have 130 goblins on the field.
Thursday.
But they're 1/1s. So you have some options in there still. You've got some stuff that's like, well, all non-elf creatures get minus blah, where blah is the number of doofus counters on thus and such, or where blah is the number of...
You're losing me. You're just kind of rambling at this point.
You've got some stuff that would do, like, field-wide effects to hurt my goblins.
Definitely want to keep that. Okay, let's see if there is anything at all I can do.
If I draw Skirk Prospector, then I can, feed myself a bunch of mana, and Outpost Siege will do damage to you for every goblin that dies.
What?
Yeah.
Can't do nothing. Or I can hit you with 1, but that would just be like a joke. Play goes to you.
Okay. I'm going to untap.
And I am going to play goblins next game. I have slaughtered the goblins with the elves, and I've slaughtered the elves with the goblins, but this is the worst
more land.
game I have ever played. You have as much land as I don't.
But there's so much land.
I need some land. I got some good cards, and I can't play
Tap
them
a
because I
total
have
of
no...
5 for Gratuitous Violence. If a creature I control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage to that permanent or player instead. So, I'm going to swing. First, I'm going to double my goblins, taking me to 260 goblins.
So at this point, I'm just dead, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And then I'm going to swing...
I concede defeat. There's no way. Look, I have 1 card.
But there's 130 goblins.
I have a card that I can't play that would have killed your enchantment, but I can't play it. I have
destroy
no land.
artifact, creature, enchantment, land, planeswalker. Well, that's not very nice.
All my land was down at the bottom of this.
Well, let's just say that the goblins came over here and they became your friend. All 130 of them. Let's just pretend that I wrote the word goblin on all of that.
Look, if I'm being eaten by goblins, I don't think they like me in the sense I want to be liked.
Okay, well, they still like you.